Royal LePage Art Team. So you sold a house, and it's a couple days before possession, maybe a week before possession. Your buyer goes by to take a look at the house, and he runs into the neighbor. And the neighbor says, "Oh, so you bought the house?" And your buyer says, "Yeah." And he says, "Well, did they get the black mold fixed?" Well, that's kind of the scenario you don't want to have happen. So the question that comes up is, when there's a latent material defect, material latent defect, and it's been hidden by the sellers, and you find out about it a few days before possession, whose responsibility is it and what action should be taken? Well, firstly, if you think that the information is credible, you'll want to have your inspector come back and take a look for that situation specifically. If he still doesn't find anything, does the responsibility leave the seller? It does not. If the seller has in fact hidden some kind of latent defect, then he's still responsible for it. But if he didn't know about it, then he may not be responsible for it. In this particular case, if the neighbor knew about it, well then obviously the seller must have knew about it. So does it eliminate any of the seller's responsibility? In my opinion, it does not. Check it out right away. Make sure that it's not a huge factor for your client. And if your client feels that it might be a factor in terms of resale and has found the defect, well, then he needs to talk to his lawyer, and maybe he's going to halt the deal immediately. So those are a couple of things to keep in mind. And again, is the information credible? That's sort of the important thing. Make sure that your client knows all his options so that he can make the right decisions. Once again, make our team your team.